Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. So today's topic is going to be something based on a question I got through a private message, and it's this: why is my pain worst first thing in the morning? And I'll also touch on why my pain is maybe on a schedule or is worse at night or whatever it may be. So it's hot as can be, sticky, the air feels heavy, but it's quiet. It's up in the 90s. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. Breathe in the certainty and exhale the doubt. Breathe in the wisdom that you're actually okay. Exhale the worry and the fear. So, why is pain worse in the morning, or perhaps at night, or whenever it may be that your symptoms seem to be worse? Let's talk about the morning. I just did a video yesterday about why symptoms flare, and sometimes looking for the logical reason. What happened? What's the trigger? What caused it? What did I do wrong? So some people, a good number of people, feel worse in the morning. So let's touch on that first. When we look at the reason for pain, the brain is perceiving danger. How many of us here, raise your hand, comment below, wake up in the morning with a feeling of dread, saying, oh no, how bad is today going to be? And what does that feeling of dread do? It kind of puts us into the anxious state, a little bit of stress response, fight or flight, adrenaline, cortisol. And it's also not only that dread of, oh, we got to make it through a whole nother day. Oh no, how bad's this one going to be? Yesterday was awful. Right? So that alone, right there, elevates the perception of danger, which elevates the pain. And then if that's happened a number of times, we now start to expect to hurt in the morning. That's called a conditioned response. Dr. Schubner describes this as predictive coding, which is basically whatever we expect, the brain can literally create it out of thin air. So why do we hurt more in the morning? Conditioned response, fear/danger, expectation, predictive coding. Because theoretically, if it had anything to do with our body, we should be feeling great in the morning because we're resting. And I know some people will say, well, but I don't sleep well. I understand that. But still, you've been prone, laying down, at least resting, if not sleeping. So if it were a structural, physical body thing, you should feel better in the morning, not worse. So, on the contrary, some people find that I feel pretty good in the morning, but as the day wears on, I start to feel worse. And so why does that happen? Again, I think it all is based and driven by the brain's perception of danger. As the day wears on, we start to notice sensations and we focus on them, we fear them, maybe we do, maybe we don't, freak out a little bit. And as the awareness and the intensity shifts directly to the symptoms and what do I need to do to get rid of them, then maybe we're doing some TMS practices and trying to eliminate the symptoms, and then we're getting frustrated that the pain's not turning off immediately. And so throughout the day, we get into this, I'll say, churn or grind of trying to figure this out and fix it. And as we do that, the perception of danger keeps on ramping up, and the symptoms can get worse as the day progresses. Now let's look at the opposite scenario where people wake up really bad, but as the day progresses and they're getting closer and closer to bedtime, they start to feel better and better and better. So, under the lens of perceived danger pain, I've actually heard people say these exact words. Yeah, of course I feel better at the end of the day. I've made it through the day, and I know I'm going to get to relax and lay in bed where I can get comfortable. Perceived danger's coming down because I made it through the day. I don't have to worry about another, 10, 15 hours of being awake and on my feet and doing things. But perception of danger is driving all of it. The conditioned response, expecting things to be a certain way, absolutely causes the brain to turn it on. Because if you wake up in the morning and think, oh, mornings are the worst, this is going to be awful, the minute you put your feet on the floor, sometimes even before then, the symptoms can start and ramp up. Again, if you've got any of these scenarios, that's even more evidence that it's TMS, perceived danger pain. Right? It's all evidence. So what do we actually do about it? Same thing I talk about all the time. Understand deeply. The foundational knowledge is it's not a darn thing wrong with my body that's causing this. Right? There's a great quote from Curable. They posted like one of those infographics. And it said, pain is the opinion of the brain of how much danger we are in. Pain is the opinion of the brain of how much danger we're in, which matches perfectly with my concept, perceived danger pain. If the brain's perceiving, has the opinion that we're in danger, we're going to have pain. And so if waking up first thing is perceived as dangerous because it always hurts, what do you think's going to happen? Brain's going to go, oh, here's your pain, as you expected. That's all that's going on, folks. I mean, I hate to simplify it so much, but our job in recovery is not doing 85 different TMS practices, studying books, finding out the right combination of anything, whether it be TMS practices, relaxing meditation, breath work, affirmation statements, affirmations. It's not finding all that. Our task is very simple. What's the most effective way to teach the brain that its opinion of the danger is incorrect, that we're actually okay? And again, it starts with the foundational knowledge of what TMS, perceived danger pain, is, determining, yes, this is absolutely what's going on for me, because once you decide that, then you can lean on the accurate knowledge to dial down the fear. And yes, the primitive brain, the scared brain, the worrisome brain whose job it is to keep us safe and alive, is going to throw out some fearful, worrisome thoughts. And if you are afraid of the sensations, it's understandable that the thinking can go down that greasy skid, chute towards freakout town. But it's our job to notice all this and remind ourselves exactly what's going on. That's what I try to do with you guys and gals every day. Remind you that you're actually not as messed up as you think you are. I don't think you're messed up at all. You're not broken, you just think you are. And TMS doesn't mean you got a mental problem or an emotional problem, or that your brain's messed up, or your brain is evil and torturing you and punishing you and messing with you. The brain does not know how to work against us. It's just operating on misinformation and fear, and based on that misinformation and fear, it's perceiving danger. And as a result, when the brain perceives danger, how does it warn us against danger? It gives us pain. So if you're the type who wakes up in pain, just understand, the sooner you can wake up and remind yourself exactly what's going on and take a calm, reassuring approach, smile, know that today can be a better day, the sooner your brain goes, oh, look, they're not too terribly concerned about this stuff, so I guess it's not a big deal. And people will ask me often, what should I say to myself? What words should I say? And I've said it a number of times. It's not about what we say. It's about what we do, how we behave, how we respond, right? This isn't about telling our brain we're okay. Because if you're walking around frantically, I'm safe, I'm okay, it's just TMS, brain's not going to buy it. Because it's perceiving that to be a frantic, terrified, trying to convince yourself of something that you don't even believe. So if we can show the brain that we're safe through our actions, through our response to the symptoms, more of a, okay, this is where it is today, but I know I'm not damaged, and I know with certainty that once I teach my brain that I'm really not in danger, and I correct that misinformation with accurate knowledge, and consistently show up calmly, unconcerned, seeking to re-engage in life more and more and stop fixing every moment of every day, because it's oftentimes the desperation to fix ourselves and get this TMS formula just right that keeps the brain in that highly alert, vigilant state and perceiving danger. Because even this belief that you got to fix yourself perfectly keeps the brain in danger. The brain is not discriminate against what type of danger is going to keep the system elevated. Any type of danger will do. So it's our job to really realize we're okay. We're already okay. There's nothing to fix. You're not broken, not mentally, physically, or emotionally. This is not a math problem or trigonometry problem to solve. The formula is simple. Fear, aka danger, plus attention, focus, will cause symptoms to persist. So if that's the formula for chronic pain, we know the formula to get rid of it. Let's dial down the fear with accurate information so that we can shift our attention back to living our life and away from trying to fix ourselves. So I hope this makes sense, and love you guys and gals. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Take care.